Hello, and welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to be doing a puppy haul. If you haven't seen my video prior to this one, I did a puppy checklist where I broke down all of the things that I'm gonna be showing you today. I screen shared, I ordered everything with you, and kind of gave a small tidbits of information and kind of a breakdown about why I was purchasing certain items. If you're interested in that and you kind of want like a step-by-step shopping guide for your puppy, check that video out. I'll have an infographic for you somewhere in the corner. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So I'm gonna show you everything that I bought in that video, plus some. The only thing I won't be showing today is the raw dog food. And that is because it's just raw dog food. There's really nothing too interesting about it. It doesn't look particularly appetizing. If you guys watched that video, you saw that I recommend BJ's raw dog food. I think they have an awesome rewards program. I really like how they make their food and what is going into it, how they break it down. I'll also be getting some treats from there. So that's where I will be getting my food from. Everything else I can show you today and in no particular order. So we'll start off, I guess, with toys because toys are pretty exciting. I know that I had said not to get any stuffed animals for your puppy, and I do still stand by that. However, I did go ahead and get one stuffed animal for my puppy, and the only reason that I did this was because I have been watching him from the pictures and videos the breeder has been sending me, and she told me that he loves sleeping like on top of his siblings, in the sense that he loves putting his chin on top of his siblings. He has two sisters, and so she recommended for me to get at least one stuffed animal for him to sleep on top of in his crate to maybe help with that transition. I'm not going to be getting a snuggle puppy. I know it's very popular for many people. I am not a huge fan of it. Plus it's pretty expensive, all things considered, like what it is. I did get him this pretty cute bumblebee, and I got this from Home Goods. I tried to get something that had like no crinkling or squeaker. This one has a squeaker. They basically all do. But it's so hard to squeak that I think when he's laying on it with just his chin, it's not gonna make any noises. It also has these crinkly wings, but if I lay them to the side, he can sleep over here, and I think he'll be just fine, because obviously we want to encourage him to sleep when he's in the crate, not to be playing with a toy. And if I see that it's a problem, I'll take it away. But I did get him that little bumblebee, and it's also like an homage to my last dog, because I got him a little bumblebee when we were in Spain, and I brought it home for him as a toy, and it's like one of the most special and dearest toys that I have of his. That's the first toy. Another toy that I got him, I guess some people could argue it's a stuffed animal, but it's not a stuffed animal. I got this one from PetSmart, and this is just a squirrel skin, basically. It's got similar texture to what you would think a squirrel would feel like. It's got the crinkling inside, and it's got a squeaker in the tail and in the head. The reason that I got a squirrel was because, as I mentioned before, I am getting a puppy that is he's a terrier, and he is a ratter. That's what they were bred for. So I'm really trying to get him toys and things that are going to be similar to what he would naturally go towards. So they don't have rats, but they do have squirrels. I'm a little scared because I'm like, maybe I'm gonna encourage him to chase squirrels, and I don't necessarily want him to do that, because then you've got a dog on the loose. He'll be fine. So that is what I got him from PetSmart. Puppies love this crinkling, although I didn't get any other toys that have this in it besides the bee with the wings. We'll see how he likes it. If he's like super obsessed with it over all the other toys I bought him, I'll get him more of these, but it wasn't overly expensive at PetSmart. The next thing that I had told you guys to buy were tennis balls. Really simple, no need to talk about this too much. It's just some tennis balls. We've got a couple of puppy Kongs. I got two of these just so that we can have a couple of them on rotation. This is what he'll have if he needs to be settling down in the crate, or if he's having supervised time outside of the crate. These are going to be super helpful for that, for mental stimulation. So get a couple of those. What else do we have? Okay, then I've of course got a couple of bumpers from Dog and Field. So this is technically a dummy, I should say. A bumper will probably be the one that's waterproof. But I got a couple of these dummies. This one's just a nice lime green, and this will be for fetch, recall, that kind of training. And then we've got the rabbit ball, which again, he's a ratter. I try to go for animals that are going to be most similar to what he would instinctually want to go towards. Squirrels, rabbits, those are gonna be the closest things. So this is nice. It's got some good weight to it. Hopefully not too heavy. It's only half a pound. So I think he should be okay carrying it, but it may be a little bit too big to fit in his mouth, at least in the beginning until he gets older. So he might be going for this string. Yeah, super nice. You literally just spin them, toss them. That'll be awesome. We're getting our yard fence in today and tomorrow. Other than those toys, you'll remember that I had mentioned to get basically a box or a pack of several toys, and that is exactly what I did. So I got him, I think it was a 15 pack of toys. You'll remember we had ordered them together. I'm not gonna show like every single individual one. It came with this Frisbee. I am really happy with what came in the box. I mean, obviously you see it online. We've got some toys that have this like rubbery material with the spikes on it. That's gonna be really great for teething. We've got lots of rope toys. This I am obsessed with. I assume he's gonna love this. I really like this. I don't know. So that's just like a kind of like a plastic ball. We've got some of these, which you can also kind of use for teething stuff. It's got little teething areas in here. You can put something in the middle. My literal favorite is this carrot. I am obsessed with this carrot. Anyway, lots of rope toys, some like teething toys, lots of rubbery materials. We've even got a little binky in here. So lots of them. I think, like I said, there's 15. This is basically as he's going through it and teething and destroying one, we'll just move on to the next. It's cheap. It's easy. That's it. Okay, next up, let's talk about leashes, leads, collars, all that. I'm not gonna go into, again, everything, my reasoning why I got what I got. If you're interested in that, go check out the last video. But here is our long line from Mendota. This is obviously the 3/8 diameter. I had originally been concerned that it was going to be too thick, perhaps, and a little bit too heavy for him. But this is, even though this is 15 feet of material, it is super duper light. And this will be his long line that we'll use for recall training and all that fun stuff. His training tab, this would just attach to his slip collar or a slip lead, I guess, if you wanted to, but it's really intended for a slip collar. And that'll be for the close proximity training. Here is the rest of the stuff. So here is the slip lead in the 1/8 inch diameter, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 1/8 inch. I got him everything in hunter green. This is technically a show lead, meaning it's a super thin diameter, but I wanted that because he's a puppy, he's a small breed dog. We don't need something super heavy on him, so this will be great for that. So we've got the slip lead, the clip lead, or the snap lead. It's such a small little thing, it's ridiculous. And then we've got the slip collar, which, yeah, that'll fit him probably even as he's an adult. I will probably end up getting him a flat collar at some point just to have his not credentials, his info on there, his name, phone number, just in case anything were to ever, God forbid, happen and he was to get out of the house. That shouldn't be happening by any means, but in case, I'll probably end up getting him one. I have a couple of brands in mind that I want to get him a flat collar from, so tackle that when it gets to that point though. Grooming supplies. Here is our slicker brush. This is the Miller's Forge slicker brush. Here is our Greyhound style comb. We've got the medium tooth here and the fine tooth on this side. This is a super durable like material. I'm going to link all of this down below. Here's one of those things that's kind of an extra. I'll be so honest, I don't even think that this is gonna fit him. This is a life jacket that I used on my last dog, Boris, but he was definitely an out of standard miniature schnauzer. In case you guys didn't know what breed I was getting before, now you do. But he was an out of standard miniature schnauzer, and I don't think our new little guy is going to fit in this even when he's an adult. So we might have to end up getting him a new one, but he is gonna be around the water, and especially if he's not gonna be like a super strong swimmer, I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure he is a strong swimmer. But in case he's not, he'll have the life jacket that he can fall back on, and it's good for when you're out on the boat for long periods of time. They don't get tired swimming. Puzzles. This whole box here is filled with different kinds of puzzles. I'm not gonna show every single one. I also have a snuffle mat. These, my last dog used these. My new dog will also be using these as well. I have so many. They definitely rack up after so many that you purchase. So I'm not gonna be getting any new ones. There's lots of different kinds in there. He will never be bored, that's for sure. Kind of in line with the grooming that I kind of skipped over before. I've got this waterless shampoo spray. This is basically, you can use this without having to actually bathe the dog. I wouldn't recommend this for instead of a bath for your dog, for instance. Kind of think of it like a dry shampoo for us humans. It's just kind of something to get them in between baths. So I've got that waterless shampoo, another waterless shampoo, but this is a foaming shampoo. Obviously I got these at TJ Maxx. Yeah, and I'll probably end up getting a regular shampoo as well. I just realized that I had the foaming shampoo and the spray shampoo. Then we've got this deodorizing and finishing spray. I'll be spraying this on our new dog every single time he comes inside from outside because I don't like the outside dog smell. And then last but not least, we've got a waterless paw cleanser, another thing that I will be using for when he comes in from outside to just clean up his paws and get the dirt out of them. Treats for a puppy. When I'm treats, I mean chews. Chews for a puppy, you have to be super careful. You don't want to break their teeth. I like these yak chews or yak cheese chews. Yeah, yak cheese chews. They're a little bit softer than a typical bone that you would get. I mean, bully sticks are definitely gonna be softer. I just like these because they last forever, and yeah, it's good to keep them preoccupied. Next up is my training treat pouch, and if you remember in my last video, I had said that if you wanna get one that is specific to dog training, go ahead, but I didn't go that route. I just got a belt bag, and this is one that I got from Athleta. It's got plenty of room inside, so we've got lots of room inside. I can put the treats in here. I can put some training equipment in here. I can put my phone in there. I can attach my car keys here. So it's got a couple different functions. I just think this is gonna be way more convenient and a little bit cuter than a regular dog training pouch. Next up, regarding food, this is a super easy one. I just got stainless steel bowls. I got 2 sets or 4 bowls total. One will be a water bowl, and then the other 3 we're going to basically rotate as food bowls. I'm going to be feeding him raw. Really important to keep them clean and basically have it always on hand. It's good to have extra. So that is what we did for his bowls. Down the road, we'll get some cute little ceramic ones. Here is my 210.5 Acme whistle. This is going to be used for recall training. I'm hoping to teach sit with this whistle. I take a lot of inspo from field dogs, and I'm going to try to incorporate that with his training. So typically with field dogs, a recall would be 3 pips on the whistle, and then a sit would be just 1 long whistle. And that's for them to sit wherever they need to sit. I still need to get a lanyard for this so that I can have it hanging. That is the whistle. I'm really excited to incorporate this into our training because I haven't done that with a dog before. Alrighty, up here, we have got a doggy water bottle in so many terms. These are really popular now. I think everybody kind of knows how this works. You click the button, you tip it, water comes out, pour it back up, the water goes in, you lock it. Down here, we have a little area for treats. I may get a new one of this at some point, just because I did use this one pretty frequently for Boris, and you can tell it's got some love, but it still gets the job done, and that's what's important at the end of the day. So we'll see, maybe down the road, but for now it'll be fine. Up here, I've just got a couple more puzzles. I'll show those to you guys. Here we've got potty bags, got a couple of collapsible food bowls in here as well. I always use this for driving on the road or whenever we're traveling. It's got a couple of them, one for food, one for water. Here are some of the puzzles I have in this container. This is a rolling ball. They have to roll it, the treats come out. Boris really loved this one. He found it very entertaining. This is a very similar concept. You put the treats in one end, spin it around, and they come out this end. And then another one that does kind of the same thing, but it's a 3-story stacker, so it has to go from one level to the next, and then it pops out of the bottom here, and they get the treat. So all of these are kind of rolling type toys. Boris really loved these, but hopefully our new puppy will like them too. That's that. Here, I've got a travel pet carrier. This is going to be for our puppy when we start. Honestly, I'm just gonna say, I keep saying our puppy, but I've kind of gotten used to referring to him by his name because we have already named him. So we're gonna be sticking with that name. I'll just tell you guys, we've decided to name him Barto, and I'm just gonna start referring to him as that because I keep thinking like, oh, they don't know his name. Like, let me just say my new puppy. His name is Barto. So Barto is going to be traveling in this. I know everybody always makes like a big deal about the name, and they're like, I'll tell you the name when we get the puppy. And I'm like, I don't know. It's just the name. I don't know. Anyway, teach their own. Here is his travel carrier. Fully believe and understand we will probably use this once in his life to bring him home. Eventually, I am sure he's going to go on trips with us. We travel quite frequently. I would like to bring him with us wherever we can. We did that with Boris as much as we could, and I think we're gonna take it to kind of a new level with Barto. That is the travel carrier we got him. We had to get one that fit the airline we're gonna be on, the regulations. It is very small. We never fly with this airline, and I think that next time we'll probably fly Delta is our usual go-to. I believe that their pet carriers have to be a height of 11 and a half inches, and this airline is 8 inches, so it's very small. I don't know how any dogs fit. We're just gonna be lucky that he's gonna be a puppy and he will have no problem fitting, and this is squishable. In the future, we'll get a nicer one that has some more structure to it, that maybe the sides open up so he can have more room. But for now, that's what we are going to be using for him. We just bought that at Home Goods. Over here, you can see the place bed. This is, again, we got this off Amazon in this kind of like chocolate brown color. He's gonna be having his supervised time here. And we've got this one, and then I've got another place bed and kind of like wicker rattan material that we'll also have in the house, but we have a couple of those. Other than that, I think kind of the last thing I had to show you was this slow feeder, which this used to be Boris's, but we'll use it for Barto if we need to. It's a ceramic slow feeder. We have a couple of those as well though. And then lastly is going to be this crate. Let me get myself out of the frame. So this is a Dakota 283 Kennel, and I am working with them on this video. I bought this crate with my own money, but they did give me a discount on it. So I wanted to show you guys. This is technically a travel kennel. We are going to be using it kind of as a two-way kennel, an at-home kennel and a travel kennel. I will also link my full review of this crate in one of the info tabs, as I did like a short minute clip of me kind of reviewing this crate and going into more depth. But it's got a very nice and sturdy wire gate here. We've got the lock system. I've got the puppy insert so that it's already ready to go for Barto to make it a little bit smaller for him. So he'll be in here, and then as he grows, we'll push that insert out. I've got it in this really nice like tannish color, really durable military grade plastic. And we've got ratchet straps on the top for transport. We've got a handle here. We've got a drainage hole back here. I talk about this crate way more in depth in my short little video clip. So you guys go and check that out, watch it, because this is an awesome crate. In a couple of weeks, it is going to be probably one of the most exciting videos ever, because that is going to be my puppy pickup video. So there's gonna be a couple of really cool videos rolling out over the next couple of weeks. We're gonna have the puppy pickup video. We're gonna have a flying with the puppy, kind of showing you guys what goes on behind the scenes of the airport with the puppy. We're going to have the first 48 hours with the puppy. And then from there on out, we're just going to be having lots of videos, including Barto, maybe some of his training, of us going on hikes together, him growing up. Maybe we'll do a questionnaire if you guys have some questions. But go ahead and subscribe if you want to see those videos. They're going to be so much fun. I'm very excited to film them and get them out to you guys. But other than that, that is going to kind of wrap up this puppy haul video. So I'll have everything linked down below that I can. Thank you to Dakota 283 Kennels for working together with me on this video. I will see you guys in the next one, which will very soon be the puppy pickup video. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.